The bird laid 4 eggs in one breath, but her husband wanted a divorce before they hatched. The couple quarreled over the issue of raising their children. At this time, the volcano on the island where they were located erupted, and other birdies were running for their lives frantically. Only the 2 of them were still quarreling on the spot until they found that the ground was shaking, and they realized the danger. The bird father took an egg and ran away directly, leaving the 3 eggs to his wife cruelly. The bird mother had a hard time carrying the 3 eggs, and she would die sooner or later. For the safety of the children, she thought again and again, and called the unfaithful man in front of her. The bird father put down the egg and ran over to help quickly, thinking that he had a change of heart. As a result, the next second, the bird father left without looking back, leaving the bird mother in the wind. When the bird father came back, he found that his egg had rolled down the hillside. He only adopted 1 child now, and he couldn't let anything happen. The bird father ran desperately to try to catch it, but the egg was stuck on the tree. You know, the bird can't fly. He tried to jump up to get the egg back, but it was obviously a little off. He used his brain to smash it down with a stone, but it didn't work. The cruel bird father actually smashed the egg on the tree with other eggs. The bird mother was so scared that she flew to rescue it, but her husband kept throwing it up, showing his cold-bloodedness to the extreme. As a result, all 4 eggs were stuck. Just when they didn't know what to do, the earth suddenly shook, and 2 eggs fell into the hands of the bird father. The bird mother was inspired by this, and shook the dead tree frantically with her head, which showed that she cared so much about her children. In the end, the bird mother successfully shook the egg down, and at this time, there was a huge eruption of the volcano. Looking at the doomsday scene, the bird father didn't want any eggs, and actually abandoned his children and fled alone. At this time, the other bird fathers had fled to the shore. As long as they jumped into the water, they would be basically safe. The hot stones in the sky kept falling, and time was getting more and more urgent. Soon, the bird father also came here. Now he was very excited. Rebounding and abandoning the thunder pendant was indeed a good choice. However, a huge stone fell before he jumped into the water. Mother bird was very worried when she looked at the 4 eggs. She could only take 3 eggs at a time and had to be ruthless to abandon 1 child. But when she really made a choice, she hesitated. After all, they were all her precious pigeon eggs. She had chosen them over and over again. Mother bird really didn't want to give up a child, but there was no time to hesitate. In the end, she held back her tears and left with 3 eggs. Unexpectedly, the egg had a strong will to survive. When mother bird accidentally fell, the abandoned egg actually grew legs and followed. Seeing that the child was out of danger, mother bird was very relieved. At this time, the volcano had begun its final eruption, and magma and gravel were gushing out on a large scale. There was no time. Mother bird didn't know what to do. The other children also grew legs, but one ran in the wrong direction. Thick smoke and dust rolled in, and the eggs with legs were running around. At the critical moment, the mother bird unleashed amazing potential, running wildly with 3 eggs at a very fast speed, and finally crashed into the water with the abandoned egg. After the volcanic eruption, everything finally returned to calm, and the birds were safe and sound, and began to return to the island one after another. The Great Mother successfully rescued the 4 children and will usher in a happy life in the future. The only one who was hurt was the father bird who abandoned his children.